Hi, Nicole here. Welcome to another video. Today's video, I'm bringing you along on a recent on-location brand photo shoot. And if you are a photographer or a business looking to capture some brand photography, this video is for you. I'm going to share some tips and my process that I go through to execute an amazing brand photography photo shoot for a client. Here we go. All right, so a brand photo shoot session. Now, as a brand photographer, I'm often asked what's the difference between what I do and say a portrait photographer or any other photographer out there. And really, a brand photographer is photography that has like a marketing edge to it. And what that means is that there's a lot of planning and a lot of forethought and intent behind the images that we create for your business. So unlike other photographers that are non-business related, you're going to see a key differential between the two of us in that we are very strategic in what we're capturing and we want to know how this is going to help you generate more business. Okay, so how do I do that? So weeks, possibly months before a photo shoot ever happens, I have a strategy meeting with my client, and this is where we dive deep into how you started your business, what products and services you provide, where you are going in the future, and how the photography can benefit you on your journey. So from that strategy meeting, I actually create digital concept boards. As you can see, for this shoot down in North Carolina, I was capturing images for a Pilates studio. It had both brick and mortar imagery needs and also an online presence need because my client also has a great YouTube channel. So we wanted to create more content for that as well. A photo shoot list is also generated. This really helps keep us on track on photo shoot day. It almost serves as a guide and a plan checklist. So we keep on task, we're very efficient with our time, and we know by the end of photo shoot day, we have everything that we wanted. Okay, so all of that planning, all of that prep really helps make the photo shoot day a success. And that also entails knowing what the weather is, if it's outdoor shoots. For this photo session, we did mostly indoor, but then some outdoor lifestyle shots, so weather came in play. Wardrobe, because we had multiple wardrobe changes. Models and employees, we had mock group class sessions, so we had some clients come in, plus the trainers had to come in for portraits and kind of demo a class so we could get some action shots. So we really wanted to, make sure we had everything organized. We had a timeline and it was so much fun. So photo shoot day happened and the first thing we knew we wanted to capture was an outdoor lifestyle shot with my client walking her dog down Main Street and really gave that hometown feel. Good morning. We're at our first setup for the day. Beautiful downtown Davison. We have our prop, which is our coffee cup. Kaylin is here and Remy, her dog. We're doing some lifestyle shots walking down on Main Street before we get to the studio. Okay, the area I'm gonna stand in finally cleared, so I'm gonna get some shots. So of course we wanted some great morning light. We wanted a clean background, so in the morning there would not be as much foot traffic and car traffic and less eyes on my client. So if you have any clients that are worried about, being behind or being in front of a camera, this is always, the less eyes, the better, because you want them to be comfortable. That's key to a successful image. Okay, so we started there and then we went to the studio. The studio was so much fun. The mock group classes were a success. We really had fun with all the different equipment that was found in the studio. And one piece of the planning before the photo shoot is we always discuss props and different things that we want to use to highlight. For this photo session, since it was in a studio, the studio equipment was really the majority of the props. So all the equipment that are being used was really the highlight here. All right, so then we went into different portraits and then YouTube content where we're really isolating on Kaylin, who was the owner of the studio. We wanted to capture some great isolated shots that she could then speak to with her YouTube channel. Okay, then we headed outside where the lifestyle shots that we mentioned before, we had her walking her dog, but also since there's a health and nutrition component to this type of client, there was a great farmer's market nearby, so we happened to venture over, grab a couple images to cover that category. And lastly, we went to a nearby college. It had this cool sculpture with sticks that really played well with her brand, and we had so much fun capturing images there too. Okay, so after 8 hours of great photography, it was time for me to fly home, start downloading and editing. Now, we shot over 2,500 images, but after editing, there was a few hundred that made the cut. Now, for the end user experience, which I'm always thinking about, I did not want my client to have one giant gallery with hundreds of images to go through and try to figure out which ones to use. So I created very logical categories. So when she opened it up, she could just go to trainer portraits, or she could go to, YouTube content. And that will make her user experience more enjoyable. It will be faster for her to jump into the gallery, grab the images that she needs, and put them to use. Now, this was a great example here because within an hour of receiving her gallery, she had already downloaded an image, an environmental portrait of herself in the studio, and used it as a thumbnail for a recent YouTube video that she was about to publish. So that made me so happy, and I cannot wait to see her brand new 2 new websites that she's going to be applying all these images to, plus social media platform. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions about this process. I really kind of brushed through our photo shoot experience, but there's also a link below to a blog that I kind of broke everything down, also provided some tips along the way. Happy to answer any questions. I hope this was helpful. Until next time, bye.